From McDonald's commercials to Netflix's top 10 page, Jenna Ortega has done it all in her meteoric rise to everyday stardom. Let's get into how she managed to rise to the top. Did you know her parents disapproved her acting career?
For films, I don't know what it is about, having blood thrown on your face and running around screaming bloody murder, but it really is so therapeutic, so much fun. Everyone who works on horror sets.
Some people just know that they're destined for the screen, and the future Wednesday star was one of them. After all, she decided she wanted to become an actor at the age of 6. That's the age where, far from being stars, we were trying to learn our ABCs. However, the decision was the easy part. Convincing her parents to let a literal child decide her life trajectory was a whole other story. Initially, her mom flat out refused and tried to give her a monologue from a book to get her to stop bothering her. That one monologue ended up changing Ortega's life forever. Mrs. Ortega was so impressed by her daughter's delivery that she, like every boomer on the planet, immediately uploaded it to Facebook. For the first time in literally ever, the mom posting worked, with the video eventually catching the eye of a bona fide casting director. Well, at least social media managed to be good for something. With potential success staring them in the face, Jenna's parents began allowing her to shoot for commercials ranging from toothpaste to McDonald's. They had a big hand in their daughter's career, often driving her for several hours across California in order to get her to auditions. Now, we all know what the #1 trajectory is for child stars in television, so let's talk about her work with Disney. How did the Disney magic put her on the map? Now, Little Miss Wednesday wasted no time in bagging as many roles as possible after her first break. In fact, her film debut was in one of the most coveted positions possible in today's Hollywood, an MCU movie. That's right, she was a minor character in Iron Man 3. And for her push into the small screen, who can forget her role in CBS's sitcom Rob when she was just 10 years old? Her biggest break, however, was her role as Harley Diaz in Disney Channel's Stuck in the Middle at the age of 14. There has to be some kind of connection between Disney Channel shows and creating iconic stars. The role featured some features of her acting that would become iconic to her in the future, like her deadpan acting. In fact, her time at Disney would help her make some lifelong celebrity besties, including everyone's favorite heartthrob, Noah Centineo. That's right, the Noah of All the Boys I've Loved Before fame was working in Disney at the same time, playing a role in the Disney original movie How to Build a Better Boy. Clearly, she managed to establish some real clout and connections at Disney. But let's look at some more interesting turns in her career. Now, let's dive into the roles that really made her one to watch. Many people see Jenna Ortega as the peak of the modern-day Hollywood goth girl. After all, it looks like she herself has a great time going for roles in horror movies. Not only was she on Flick and American Carnage, she also starred in the 5th iteration of the iconic horror franchise Scream. Basically, she has a passion for horror projects, something that she backs up in a lot of her interviews. In fact, she's pretty much outright said that she likes all things weird. She even performed autopsies on dead animals when she was younger. Some people even draw parallels between her and other beloved Hollywood goth girl, Aubrey Plaza, who she recently presented at an awards show with. On top of all that, she's been a longtime fan of both slasher and monster movies, saying that they're genres she relates to quite a bit. It's no wonder that her passion has given her the reputation as the new Scream Queen. What some fans might not know is that she also had another breakout Netflix role before Wednesday, alongside a certain world-famous stalker. That's right, she played Elle in the 2nd season of You. In fact, given that she's one of the few main characters that survives the show, fans had been looking forward to a potential Season 4 return. However, it looks like she was sidetracked by a certain project as the Queen of Goths. So, how did Wednesday set Ortega up as the Dark Queen of Hollywood? It's not easy pushing yourself up to Netflix stardom, but Ortega most definitely managed it with her leading role in Wednesday. The show followed Ortega as the titular character and was released to worldwide praise and acclaim, easily hitting the Netflix top 10 list. In fact, it even launched Ortega to viral stardom, with her iconic dance sequence during the prom episode spreading through the internet like wildfire. Audiences finally got to see the signature style that Jenna had developed over the years in full force, with many seeing the role as made for her. The actress, on the other hand, had an absolute fangirl moment filming for the show. As a huge, self-professed Tim Burton fan, she admitted to being kinda nervous at the beginning. Who wouldn't be, to be honest? But Burton's chill vibe helped settle her in. On the set, she just wanted to make sure that she was the kind of actor that people would want to work with again. That kind of professionalism is something that the superstar had to develop pretty early in her career as a child star. So we already know she's mature and a great actress, but there's so much more to her than that. In fact, she never backs down from showing her ethnic pride. Ortega is the daughter of 2 Latin American immigrants and has been vocally supportive of her community many times over the years. She tries to be on the forefront of social issues, using her social media to post often regarding immigration problems. Like so many people with deep roots, she attributes her love for her culture to her parents, who inculcated its importance in her. Jenna's made some pretty bold statements with her activism too, even being unafraid to go after top-class wigs. In fact, she did just that when she wore a jacket with the words, "I do care and you should too." This was a pretty direct clapback at a pretty tone-deaf jacket that Melania Trump wore when she was visiting immigrant children. Jenna keeps fighting the good fight by pushing her fans into being as politically and socially charged as she is. So, with the world in her pocket, where is she going next? Here are all her upcoming projects. Fans of slasher flicks will be very happy to point out that her biggest upcoming project is her return in the 6th Scream movie. After her breakout performance in Part 5, fans had been hollering the roof off for her return and will finally be getting the chance on the 10th. Ortega has not been shy in expressing her excitement for the movie, even spoiling that her character eventually decks Courtney Cox. Celebrity Fight Night aside, another collaboration fans are looking forward to is the unlikely pairing of Jenna and The Weeknd. You heard that right, folks. The Weeknd is planning on releasing his first feature film and has hired the Wednesday star for the lead role. The unlikely match seems like one made in heaven, with Ortega praising Abel's professionalism to no end, calling him a pleasure to work with. And of course, Riverdale fans will have a blast knowing that she's also slated to star next to Camila Mendes in Aura. Ortega was built for weird indie cinema, and if there's anywhere her talents can shine, it's definitely in an A24 movie. Besides, we love to see how she pairs off with Betty of Riverdale fame. That's all the Ortega love we have for you guys today. See you all next time!